they end up in your trailer or your bed, I mean?
All right, guys, here we are. We're at the takeout of.
Well, looks like
we're about to embark on a 1 overnight, 2-day kayaking trip, as you can see, and we're about to get going. But one of us has lost his keys. One guess as to who that is. A little while back, I was invited to go on a 7-day exploration, let's say. It was a trip with Pete Beck and several of the other River Kings, and I was really ready to get out and just put the paddles in the water and cover some distance. Now, unfortunately, like we all know, life can sometimes get in the way, and this is one of those times. Unfortunately, I had to turn them down. Now, the bad thing about turning down the River Kings is that you may not get invited back. And in this case, there were jokes flying around about, yep, Alan's done messed up. Well, the other day, I was going down the road and I received a call, and it was Pete. So I picked it up and we got to talking. They were looking to do a 2-day, 1-night camping trip. And I was like, you know what? This is my second chance. And little did I know just how much fun and how beautiful this river was going to be. There's something to be said about just getting out on the open water and relying on your own skills. No motors, no nothing. Just your hands and your skills pushing yourself down the water. Now, aside from a few little batteries to power a couple of accessories, maybe keeping a phone on standby just in case, the feeling of being free of all that is what this is all about.
I didn't think there was any over there, but
Something tells me we're going to be finding a lot more here very shortly.
I feel like we're hands across pine land looking for a mine. That's a pretty view, though.
It is. If you're an outdoorsy type person that enjoys nature, it's very easy to see the draw that opportunities like this present. a skyline of oak, birch, and pine, the sun painting a silhouette held between the ripples of time and blue cotton candy skies, a winding river, wide but a bit narrow at times, boulder gardens, shoals, picture-like shorelines, and enough current to keep it interesting even at low water. That alone fills your soul. And if you're like me, sharing it with friends takes it to another level. Now, I will admit that solitude and being at one with the elements, it's a unique and powerful experience. But it's like having to keep a secret. Being able to share a fleeting moment, an unexpected surprise, or just the beauty at hand. It's something special. Along the riverbanks, it's either a steep bluff or it's deep with silt. Neither is inviting for a stop to take a break and stretch your legs. After a bit, we see a public ramp tucked away in a shallow cove, and as if drawn in by a magnet, our boats were soon docked with the four of us taking a welcome breather. I'm not sure of the mileage at this point, but if I had to guess, we were just over halfway for the day.
Let's meet down at the lonely lake. Before summer has gone away, swim out under a broken sky. Cold sun colored with shades of white. Wave goodbye to last summer. Cold air coming away soon. So let's lay under the falling moon. Tell me something about yourself. You never told to no one else. Say goodbye to lonely nights of last summer. Say goodbye, say goodbye to lonely nights of last summer.
As we get later in the day, we get a little weary in the seat. Now, don't get me wrong, the sunsets are beautiful on the water. But sometimes you're just ready to get out of the boat, hit the land for a while, maybe get some dinner, set up camp, and then just chill for the night. We saw a couple of other sites that were possible, but they weren't what's called perfect. So we continued on, and we eventually found the one we were looking for. We wanted to hit the halfway mark, and we were just below that at about 17 and a half miles. When you find a good campsite, you don't want to turn it down. With everyone pitching in and helping carry the boats up to the top, we soon make camp, and then we just kind of kick back for the rest of the night, including dinner and a recap of the day around camp stoves and headlights. Saturday morning, good morning. We are waking up for day 2 of our adventure. As you see, I'm breaking it down. Austin's breaking his down. Everybody's breaking it down. And Kevin's over there being the comedian this morning, as always. But we're going to get a little breakfast. Yeah, well, Austin's just kind of over there all by himself. But we're going to be getting the boats on the water here today, very shortly. 25 miles left to go. Slept like a baby last night, serenaded by owls. But excellent campsite. Excellent morning to start. A little fog. Supposed to be sunshine today. Looking forward to it.
Kevin is saying something about I'm popping my skirt in 10 seconds.
Well, you know, you have a habit.
One time is a habit.
I don't think it was 10 seconds.
I think it was about 5.
You always got about another 15, 20 seconds in is what I was.
I've always been told you can do another 30 seconds underwater if you really need to.
And he's like, oh, there's rocks. Well, yeah, it's safer in the boats, what I was always told.
I'll just go ahead and we'll just put an asterisk by these comments.
With the boats back in the water, the second half of what I could describe so far as the perfect river awaits. Now, perfection comes in many forms, but flawlessness, it's not always the case. Navigating a straight line in deep water, well, it may fit the bill for some, but I prefer a few obstacles, a few challenges. The straight path must sometimes be crooked.
right, we have a perfect morning going, except for one thing. We're missing some folks. We're missing Greg. We're missing Dirt Dauber. We're missing Squirrel, Chris. I mean, I could go through the whole list, but mostly, since we're here on the river, we're missing River King Brian. So this one's to you, Brian. Cheers. Till the next trip.
Cheers, Brian.
Cheers, man. Missing you. Can't wait to get you back on the river. It'll be sooner than you think, and we're looking forward to it.
Good times. Good
Do they have like an Irish accent? What are looking good?
And we're looking forward to it. Cheers, buddy.
Cut.
Oh, that'll make it in.
All right, folks, we are in, I think this is about roughly mile 23, maybe 24 since we started. But we have landed at a park, and as you know, all River Kings stop along the way when it's available to go grab a, I don't know, gas station hot dog, cold drink, anything like that. So Austin and Pete have decided to walk up, and Kevin and I are here with the boats, making sure they stay safe, and then we'll be on our way. We have about a total between 38 and 40 miles total, so we're running about, I guess, probably about 20 more miles to go. Yeah, we're averaging about 4 miles to the hour, so we're good. After a short break, Kevin and I wait for Pete and Austin to launch, and then we turn our boats downriver towards the journey ahead. You couldn't ask for a better day to explore a new river. The characteristics of this one up to now has been somewhat diverse. Water that runs clear, but then turns murky and back to clear again. Calm, flat stretches and rocky shoals. High bluffs and low silt banks. Each lending to an unforgettable experience. Every bend along the way has had something to offer. Multiple white-tailed eagles feasting on a catch, schools of catfish or carp in the shallows, so large and numerous that you wonder if they could tip you over, herons, turtles, and various other wildlife. It's a vast difference from the day-to-day life we all lead. Here, time doesn't matter. There are no schedules other than sun up and sundown and keeping pace with the river. Trees rustling in the wind is the only conference call you'll receive out here. Pebble beaches, well, they're about as close to a concrete jungle you'll find.
Oh yeah.
We're about 10 miles away, between 8 and 10 miles away from the takeout. And along the way, we have encountered a pebble beach in the middle of the river. You can see we decided to stop and take a break. Austin's going to get us some good shots. I'm going to grab something to drink and to eat while we're here. And it got wet? Oh. I tell you what, you really can't get much better than this. Coming through here, you have bluffs on one side, stone beaches on the other. Around the next corner, you got some shoals with flowy water. So I am really enjoying this river.
Call my number, call my name. If you wander back again, call my number, call my name. We both know I'm to blame. Call my number, call my name. If you wander back again, call my number, call my name.
and into a near perfect 40-something miles with great friends and new memories. With little more than our trusty Yukons in a hammock, we set forth down this river to get lost, to stray away from the daily grind that sometimes seems to hold us down and preclude the mind with deadlines and commitments. This was a journey to find that which matters.